Yeah, what's going on, guys? Seth Spartan here. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about my extreme carnivore diet that we're going to be using to hit our goal body fat percentage of a real 6% body fat percentage, and just get absolutely shredded to the bone, look sick, okay? So a real 6% body fat and just go all in, full send, right? Okay, so make sure you've watched my first video. I posted that, was a couple days ago before this video, but the purpose of this video is not to rant or rave, but rather the purpose of this video, looking good on Carnivore. But the purpose of this video is to basically document and show you guys what my diet is like, what I'm gonna be doing. You know, I'm fluctuating right now, guys. I'm fluctuating between, last time I checked, a couple days ago I checked, I was at a real 8.5 body fat percentage. So where are we at right now? About 8.5 body fat percentage. All right, you can see, you can kind of tell that though. Okay, so we're at about 8.5 body fat, real body fat percent right now. And this is the diet that I'm going to be doing. This is my extreme carnivore diet, the Spartan carnivore diet, or as some of my followers call it, the Spartanvore diet. So this is what we're going to be doing to hit a real crazy shredded, full, extreme 6% body fat. So let's talk about protein first. Protein intake. We're gonna be aiming, our goal is 400 grams of protein per day. 400 grams of protein per day. I already gave you my body fat percentage. My current weight right now is right about 212 pounds. So, you know, we're pretty close to 2 pounds of protein per pound of body weight, all right? So we're up there. The protein intake is high. Now there's gonna be some people, you know, maybe not vegans, not a lot of vegans are gonna watch this video, but there's gonna be a lot of people, you know, from all different backgrounds, and they're gonna say something, in my opinion, stupid, like you don't need 1.75 to 2, you don't need 1.75 grams to 2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. That's excessive. That's too much, guys. From what I know, tried, tested, you can read all the stuff for yourself, but tried, tested, and true, there is a performance benefit and a muscle building benefit to having more protein. I'm sure at some point, you know, it's a diminishing return, but guys, I can tell you that I've never been on TRT. I already document this, guys. I'm on high dose testosterone and HGH replacement, 250 milligrams of testosterone a week. I already talk about what I'm using for HGH replacement for peptides, but that's beside the point. I have never looked so good in my life on TRT, okay? So anyways, don't need to make this video longer than it is. Let's cover this and get out of here. So 212 pounds right now, 8.5% body fat, real 8.5% body fat. Protein intake for my extreme carnivore diet, my protein intake is 400 grams of protein per day. That is acquired through right about 4 pounds, give or take about 4 pounds I'm eating of meat per day. 4 pounds of meat a day, okay? So maybe I'll throw in an egg here or there, you know, whatever, just to mix things up. But pretty much the base is 4 pounds of meat per day, okay? 4 pounds of meat a day so this is my extreme carnivore diet. 4 pounds of meat per day, and you guys wanna know, you know, what sources am I eating? I'm eating red meat, I'm eating pork, and I'm eating chicken. I mix it up, you know, on and off, but my favorite is red meat, pork, chicken, all right? So you gotta get the beef in, gotta get some pork in, some chicken in. Mostly my favorite is beef, but I gotta switch it up sometimes and I love good chicken from Aldi. It's amazing. I'm not getting paid by Aldi, it's just true. Aldi has the best, you know, some of the best chicken and pork. But besides that, so beef, pork, chicken, 4 pounds per day, mostly beef I'm gonna stick to. As far as, let's talk about how fatty the meats are, okay? You guys already know 400 grams of protein per day, 4 pounds. And you guys wanna know, my extreme carnivore diet, how much fat are we consuming? So here's the bottom line, guys. This is how much fat we're gonna be consuming. Starting out, as of right now, all right, starting out, we're gonna be doing about, I'll say moderately lean meats, okay? So this is a little bit different. My carnivore diet is gonna be different than, say, most people's carnivore diet. And this is why it's the extreme, this is why I'm labeling it this is why I am saying it's an extreme carnivore diet, because we're sticking to leaner meats, okay? Just because I'm eating so much meat. And there's a benefit to being able to eat more protein and keep the fats not low, but a little bit lower. And I'll talk about that later in later videos. Things like, just because I'm eating more meat, tons of creatine, tons of carnosine. Carnosine is what beta alanine turns into. If you don't know the crazy performance benefit of either creatine, L-carnosine, which is why people take beta alanine, or L-carnitine, and then we can talk about the vitamins and minerals, packed full of B vitamins, packed full of zinc and other things. So we got to talk about all this in a later video. I'll talk about why the carnivore diet is an extremely amazing diet for muscle mass and performance, but you got to be adapted to it too. We got to talk about that. You can't just tell people, oh, switch to the carnivore diet, who have been eating carbs forever, and then you expect them to, be able to stick to it. You got to slowly transition. You got to talk about that too. We got to talk about getting your body, everybody's body is kind of fat adapted. Everybody's body can burn fat, but the body has to get used to, you can't just go from eating, 300 grams of carbs a day to say, I'm going to be carnivore tomorrow and just switch. You got to slowly taper that down. And okay, I'm gonna have to make more videos on this. I could make like 10 videos on this, but this is what you need to know. 400 grams of protein per day, 4 pounds of meat, leaner meats. And when I say leaner meats, I mean whatever the protein content is at the bottom. We'll just say per 3 ounces, 8 ounces, whatever it is, the protein content, the fat content is about half or less. Okay, so for example, if it says, let's say I picked up some ground beef, ground sirloin, some steak, a ribeye, some pork steaks, some chicken, whatever. Let's say it says 25 grams per, we'll just say 25 grams per 4 ounces, okay? Then I'm gonna look at the total fat content, and it needs to be then, if it's 25, it has to be below 12.5 grams of fat, okay? If it's not, I'm not gonna eat it, okay? So fats, so I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, but this is what I'm starting with. So about 400 grams of protein per day, about 200 grams of fat. And there's gonna be some people saying, well, that's quite a bit of calories per day. That's 3,400 calories. Well, guys, most of that is coming from, a lot of that is coming from, not most, but almost half is coming from protein, which is, you talk about the thermic effects of protein, and you can really eat tons and tons of protein, and it just doesn't register the same calorie wise. So I don't need to make this video longer than it is. My extreme carnivore diet is this. I'm Seth Spartan, about 212 pounds right now, 8.5% body fat, real 8.5% body fat. I'm gonna be eating 4 pounds of meat a day, 400 grams of protein, moderately lean meats. And to cut more, I'm not gonna cut the food down to basically get more shredded. If I start stalling out, I'll just make the meats a little bit leaner. I'll slowly go leaner and leaner with my total fat intake. Guys, I'm Seth Spartan. Stay safe, stay healthy. We're gonna need to make plenty more carnivore videos. And guess what? We are out of here. Boom.